morning, and we are
live. I see us.
Yep. So as the sound, you can hear us.
Talk.
Yeah, I'm talking. And yep, we are. Okay, very good. Well, happy Monday to you. And Christie's just playing with her phone as she does every stinking morning.
He just asked me to check the sound. I had to turn it back off.
Yeah. So we have had a very busy couple days. Sort of.
Have we?
Well,
We actually got to go shopping for ourselves.
We went to Costco and we went to Superstore.
Yeah.
So very interesting. So we go to Costco. At Costco, probably 70-80% of the members are wearing masks. It's crazy. Then we go to Superstore. Maybe 20% of the people there are wearing masks. It's the 80-20 rule. And Costco, it's so weird going to Costco and having them all masked up with everything plasticized. It's silly. It is absolutely silly. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Jeff.
And Linda Smith is on. Linda, the comments you saw my post, the comments that we're getting on those
For Kathy?
for Kathy, sorry, not Linda. I'm so confused.
She is nuts.
Yeah.
It is.
It's you know what? I did not sleep great last night. I stayed up way too late. And
What do you mean you stayed up late? We were in bed by like 10 something.
Well, I might not have went to sleep right away. You started real fast.
Oh my gosh. You can't tell people that. I mean, I haven't told them you snore.
You do all the time.
Oh yeah, I do. She does. A lot.
And it's not true.
So what time did you go to bed at?
Doesn't matter.
What time?
Midnight-ish.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? And I said, it's time for an early sleep. So that way we can get lots of sleep, What
My
is
mom
it?
called us her little rays of
Aw,
sunshine.
thanks, Mom. We appreciate it. So today, I think I'd like to do IKEA if possible.
No, my mom needs the car. See, we're having a little bit of car issues because my dad's truck we had to get an inspection to insure it under my mom's name, and it's not well. It needs some work. And so right now there's 3 of us that want to use one car.
Who's the third person?
Shay and Matt.
No, but that's 3. You said.
Me, my mom, and Shay.
But your mom doesn't want to use the truck.
The car.
Okay.
We only have one vehicle that's operating right now.
So if any of my Edmonton friends have a vehicle that they wouldn't mind lending to us or renting us, we'd be okay with that.
Or if anybody knows of a long-term rental, like 2 or 3 months, that isn't $3,000, which is, I think, insane.
Yes.
We'd be interested in that too. If anybody knows anything, I have cousins in the car industry in Old, so we're going to contact them today. And
Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Eva, Rhonda.
Face it, John, you snore.
And Terry. I do snore. I understand that. I've got asthma, swollen things up here. So I take, what do I take? Antihistamines. Here, I haven't taken antihistamines in Mexico much, but here I have to. It's crazy.
Even
here.
I'm stuffed up here, and I don't have a cold. It's just so dry.
And our skin is all flaky,
Ew,
and
gross.
elbows are really. It's weird here. It's so dry,
Yeah.
and it's not dry outside. It is absolutely wet.
And the real Kathy, I thought I saw her on for a second.
Yeah.
Am I confused? Totally confused? I
Yes.
thought I just
Good
saw
morning,
Kathy
Linda.
Smith say that she was on.
Yeah.
Maybe on that one?
So it was. Thank you, Kathy, for the comforters. Those
Quilts.
things are
They're
quilts.
quilts.
They're quilts. I know,
Quilts.
because comforters.
There's a
and
difference.
blankets. There's
And
words.
Afghans.
Afghans.
We got a lesson on Saturday afternoon.
It's crazy that all of the it's all the same thing. It just keeps you warm when you're sleeping.
Yeah, but if any of you guys saw my post and my mom's post of the beautiful, beautiful quilts my cousin made, and she's sending 2 home for my girls, my granddaughters, I really wanted one for myself, but we only have so much space in our luggage. But I tell you what, Kathy, if you come up with something stunningly gorgeouser than the ones you showed.
Like some kind of trans-dimensional quilt that has no space or time or anything, and then poof.
I'd figure out a way to get it home. I'm just telling you. Because the more I look at the quilts that you left here for my family, Oh, they're just stunning.
Absolutely beautiful. They really
Yeah.
are. Works of art. And she's been doing this for over 20 years. She's got lots of equipment.
Yeah, she's got this thing called a long arm, which helps her in the stitching
I got
of
a
the
long
quilts.
arm. That's not long. That's not long.
You
at
don't
all.
really have long arms.
got
I
short
have longer
arms.
arms than you.
Yeah. It's kind of true. Sad. Really.
Anyways, yeah, they are. They're just, and the pictures do not do them justice at all. They are just stunning. Like, just stunning quilts.
Yep.
Yep.
So Christie has alcohol in her coffee today.
Just Bailey's. It's not really alcohol.
It tastes like alcohol. I had some yesterday, and it tasted like alcohol.
Of course, it has whiskey in
See,
it.
Jeff says he could bring it down the next time.
Oh, see, I have friends that will bring quilts down for me. That might be a plan,
Yeah, until
Kathy.
they see it, and then they're going to be like, hey, this is nice. I think I want it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you did with Mackenzie's.
What's my guarantee, Jeff?
Yeah.
What's my guarantee that you'll actually bring it to me and not keep it for yourself?
Yeah, right? See, oh, this is great. So then if everybody can say, how can you hear us? Now I'm going to see how long it takes between, because we're using a different system now. So somebody type, I can hear you. Hello, good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Todd.
Really, Jeff? Okay, so we're still in the past. What color would you prefer? Kathy Smith. Oh, Kathy, stop it.
I do like things with pinks and purples in them, Kathy.
So Terry said yes. So we're still at
So
the
a
same.
few
We're
seconds,
still
20
at
seconds.
20 seconds.
Get those vacuum bags. It's not the amount
Rhonda.
of
Thanks,
stuff we
Monica.
can take back. It's the weight of the stuff that we can take back.
Yes. Okay. So everybody can hear
Yeah,
us. Thank you
good.
very much. And we have about a 20-second delay. It's the same as the other system that we were doing. So this way, though, we're in much more control of the equipment. And I could do commercials and that kind of stuff here, but I'm not going to. Not
See,
right now.
yeah, this is all good practice too for business, for the stuff that we need to do virtually for our business because we're here and not there.
Yeah. So the funeral that we did, the memorial service that we did, the celebration of life.
Celebration of amazing life.
That was awesome. Just because I got to use the software that I bought a year
Todd
ago.
said that the volume's a little low.
Oh, okay. Let me see what we can
That's
do here about
interesting.
that. I'm going to see.
Hi, Olivia. You're on your mom's
Hello.
computer. How are you doing? How's Mexico? Bet you it's warmer than Canada.
Yeah.
I
no,
saw that you had a play date with Alexis the other day. That must have been fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try it like this. I think it might just be because of where we're talking to it.
So let us know, Todd. Has the volume gotten better since John has done a couple of
our
adjustments?
volume is good. Okay.
Well, Todd, maybe turn up the volume on your computer.
Or, thanks, Jeff. It was. I thought, it took me a lot of time to
John
do that.
did so much. I mean, it was a lot of work for him to do that. I'm so thankful that he was able to do it because it was the best way that we could do for the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to celebrate my dad's life, so
it's an opportunity for somebody to do these types of events at home.
yeah.
Because I think it was a very intimate event. And it wasn't this up on stage and you're up there and we're here. It's just everybody in the room, even the kids were crying. It was very lovely. It really was.
Yeah. When my little nieces lost it, oh my gosh, that just...
Yeah, and Taylor. I mean, we talked about this on Saturday.
Taylor.
So
Please,
Amberlyn
please.
is sitting up already. And we bought this little wood house for them. I think we told you about
playhouse,
that.
like a
playhouse. So yesterday is the first day that they let Taylor play in it.
Well, no, it's the first day that they videoed her playing in it.
Okay.
They
It is
apparently
so
were up
big.
there.
It is so big, and she's playing with the windows, and it's got, I think, a bar. Who has a bar for kids?
It's a shelf. It's a shelf. It's not a bar. It's a shelf.
Well, then why were you saying she can serve you margaritas? She never did, but, it would be funny. Yeah, because she's only 2.
Yeah,
and it's
my
a good
mom-
time to train her. Your mom's on 2?
Yeah, she said you spent countless hours preparing for Friday. And the other thing is it gave me some time away from him, being quarantined in the same place. So it was kind of like a win-win situation.
Thanks. I did, for whatever reason, when I hit the record button, it never recorded. And I now know what I have to watch for, which is why you test and test and test and test. So we have the thing off of Facebook, But for whatever reason, during one of the songs, Facebook said, hey, it's a copyright strike. And then it voided all the voice for the longest time, which really sucks. So Facebook was in control, and Facebook lost control. And then it was a shame because during Mackenzie and Shay's
couldn't really
speech,
hear my daughters.
You couldn't hear them because the volume went. So we all heard it, and it's sad that it's not there for posterity.
Yes. But then, really, if we were at another funeral, most likely wouldn't have been all recorded.
Yeah.
So
So, and they charge apparently like $3,000 for food at these things, and we didn't have to pay that. Which apparently it's a good thing and a bad thing, having deaths and marriages and all this stuff in this crazy flipping COVID world, post-COVID apocalypse. Mm-hmm. And it just sucks because none of this is real anymore, guys. This is so political. It's crazy.
Hi, Clem. And Terry says, FYI, I also have cabbage rolls. Terry's trying to get us to bring my mom to BC this summer, so she's bribing John with food.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is it's not us you have to bribe. It's my mom, Terry. She's the one that doesn't leave the house. So
yes. It is.
And it's me that you have to bribe because I'm the one that has to drive because John doesn't have a valid driver's license in Mexico.
I'm going to see about getting a valid driver's license just because this is crazy.
You wouldn't pass the test.
I took driver's training and passed. You took driver's training.
I passed.
Eventually.
The second time.
Yeah.
I'm still a better driver.
She has wine and beer too. Now you're see the beer she doesn't drink, but the wine definitely. And
it's some craft beers I will drink.
And it's wine country over there.
And it's
too.
wine country,
yeah. So any country that has
and Linda,
wine,
yes, Kathy does make beautiful quilts. I haven't seen the pot holders. Even if Mom doesn't come, we're welcome. Well, again, we're back to the whole car thing. I could not take my mom's car and be gone for that long. So we have to find an alternative. This is the first time that we will have had to find an alternative. I think it'll just make it easier for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Because my mom's out in the country, we can't just go hop on a bus and go anywhere. We have to get into town and then back out. So there's some logistics, and we're going to look into it a little bit more deep now that we're...
Last time I was here, I wanted to go to the museum downtown.
Yeah.
And Christie dropped me off at the Sherwood Park bus terminal. It was $7 to get into Edmonton. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is nuts. But it sure beats $150 for a half-hour cab ride 2 ways in Dallas. Yeah. That was crazy.
That was more expensive than we were expected. But Glenda, for the record, it was well worth it.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
To have a visit with you and dinner with you was beautiful. So
yeah, I just think that we all need to do cab driving in
Dallas. We have 2
Dallas.
cars in Kelowna, 1 hour flight from Edmonton. Wow, hey, that actually...
Yeah.
It'll be a good experience for my mom to get on a short flight so she can be prepared to come on a long flight to Mexico.
Yeah.
That might be an idea, Terry.
I think we've had 2 or 3 vehicles at one time in Mexico. Pretty sure at one point we had 3 vehicles.
Yeah, until we gave Zach and Chuita the little blue car, we had 3, yeah.
Yeah, which is one of those mixed blessings, because you hate to have them have an old beat-up vehicle, but it's better than not having one.
Yeah.
And they walk everywhere most of the time anyways.
They do walk a lot, yeah. So they don't use the car very often, but for instance, today they have to head into Puerto Vallarta to get Amber Lynn's birth certificate so they can get on passports for the girls. And then we have to hope that there will be some direct flights that open up that aren't going to be $1,000 one way or a return for each person, because there's 3 of them that have to buy tickets because Taylor is now over 2.
Taylor.
So
over 2.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So we're working on that too to get them down here to visit. And Zach's doing his part and getting his kids' birth certificates and stuff in order. Because everything was closed for so long and Amberlyn was only born in December and Mexico has lots of paperwork and blah, 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 blah.
They do. We've told you about the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Costco was interesting to me. It's just everything is so expensive here. Anybody who whines...
John and I got a very little cart. I mean, the Costco carts are big, like,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like heaping full. We did get some meat. We got some ribs and
Yeah,
a
but
pork
even
roast.
in Mexico, I think it's still a better
But
price.
we spent over $600 on groceries that day, and we did
Which would
buy
be 9,000 to 10,000 pesos.
and we didn't buy a lot of junk
Yeah.
that day. We bought some chocolates and some nuts, and then we bought a little bit of clothes. You got a couple of shirts. I got a pair of capri legging type things, and yeah, I was actually really.
Don't get us wrong. We have the money. It's just I hate spending it in Canada.
It's not it's not the fact that whether we have the money or not. Obviously, we wouldn't spend it if we didn't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the transition between spending here and spending at home, even fast food. Like we spent for dinner on Friday night with my family when all my brothers and their kids and stuff came over and my kids were here. We spent over $100 on pizza and soda. Where in Mexico, it might have been
120.
it was 130.
So that would have been in pesos,
So
like
that's
almost 1,800 pesos.
No, over 2,000.
No, it's 15 pesos in
Okay.
Canada. Yeah, I don't know how you guys live here. Rob spends 4 to 6.
It's not hard to spend that kind of money.
No, it's not.
But my mom had just gone and spent $300 a few days before. So, it's up there. It's up there.
But oh my gosh, the pepperoni here in Canada is the best. We don't have
We can't
anything
get
like
it.
that in
And
Mexico,
we
even
haven't
in the States.
found it in the States. We haven't been in a bunch of different states in Canada or in the States.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it is.
anyways,
You have some amazing stuff here. At Costco, very disappointed that the poutine was gone. They didn't have.
it's probably
not
better
sale.
for us.
Oh yeah,
but
it is.
Starvin' Marvin, we are going to go to you guys, and they have a food truck. Friends of ours, their kids have a food truck. It's called Starvin' Marvin, and
Starvin' Marvin, in case you're wondering, was from South Park. Great episode. Just a very brief thing. What happened is the people donated money to Africa, and instead of helping a kid, they sent a kid by accident. All they wanted was a watch. And they sent the kid, and they took him to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and they were just astounded that this little boy, because he just spoke with clicks and stuff. It was a great episode. That show was great.
They have a food truck, and it does Sherwood Park and in different parts of Edmonton, and they show these pictures of their food, and we're going to go.
Yeah, she likes pictures of food. We don't take pictures of food.
We are going to their parents' house tonight for dinner. And
will the Starvin' Marvin feed us?
I wouldn't presume that they're gonna buy fast food when we go to their house for dinner.
I think that's appropriate.
But their kid's a really good chef.
He is.
Anyhow,
yeah,
I spent well worth it. I don't know what you mean, Ma. At Costco, I know what that's what we do. But anyways.
So. Are we going to go to IKEA today? Oh, no, your mom. But where's your mom going?
My mom has to go to the bank. They have to go pick up the truck.
But there's an IKEA along the way.
No.
Well, on the south side of Edmonton there is. That South Common or something, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't all have to be.
I need to go to IKEA.
No, we don't need to go to IKEA.
I don't need to buy anything IKEA. I just need to be in an IKEA. It's kind of like going to museums for me. Just this therapy, mall therapy. Shopping therapy. I have nothing to bring back to Canada or to Mexico from IKEA, but it would be good to go to one. I think they're opening one in Guadalajara, aren't they?
It's supposedly, but it still isn't open from what I read actually just the other day because they were talking about the new road from Vallarta to Guadalajara. It's going to cut down the trip in almost half.
Yeah.
Take almost about a couple hours off the trip. And someone says, I would take that road just for the IKEA. And then someone else posted that IKEA isn't there yet. So
I would do that for IKEA. I did it for Costco. I drove 2.5 hours to a KFC.
We did 4.5 hours to Costco when we first moved down because Vallarta didn't have one. So we would go to Guadalajara. I'm sure we told lots of you this story, but we went to Guadalajara for the weekend. We had the kids. We had our big, huge van that we drove down in. And we were getting a bunch of stuff for the house. And the house that we were renting. And just, Costco in general. So...
This is how much I love Costco.
So we were there for 3 days. We went to Costco 3 times and bought,
Love Costco.
I don't know how many thousands of pesos worth each time we went. The last time we went, we were leaving now Guadalajara, so we had everything in the truck. All our clothes, everything that we had brought to stay for the weekend.
Are you sure it was the last trip? Because I thought it was the first one.
No, it was because the truck was loaded and we were leaving.
Yeah, but okay, maybe.
And we get back out after doing our shop and lunch and, all that kind of stuff. And there's a security guard sitting by our truck. And we're like, oh no, someone broke into our truck and everything is in it. Well, no. John, I won't use my normal nickname for him, left the door open.
I was excited.
Wide open, like not unlocked. Open.
I just got there, I opened the door, and I ran in like a crazy guy. Because I love Costco. And if you know me, you know I love Costco.
And my mom does not see the attraction to IKEA for some reason. Well, Mom, you've never shopped IKEA with us. You never know what you might find if you go with us. We could find a little white coffee table for in your bathroom. IKEA is probably the best place to get something like that because it doesn't have to be sturdy because you're only going to put a plant on it. So that might be an idea, Mom.
I get some of my
Don't run down IKEA too fast.
My best naps at IKEA. They have displays and I just sleep. And I pretend I'm a mannequin or something.
I'm actually thinking they have little kids like dishes and stuff. It might be nice to get a little bit of that for Taylor. It's plastic for the new little house we bought her.
We'll wait till that comes to Mexico. I'm not going to do that and have it here for 1 to 4 months.
Yeah, we probably will.
And then
I'll
bring
show
it in
you
our
when I buy
luggage. Oh boy, I don't even know what to do with her. So yesterday at Superstore, she gets water and she got like 10 liters. I'm like, what are we going to do with
like
this?
my mom doesn't have water here, right?
Yeah, our water has no taste in Mexico, and I like that.
But these waters, none of these are really clean tasting.
No, they all have something wrong.
I think my mom's through that little filter, the pitcher one. Hey, I don't know if you've had that yet. It's good.
Okay, then maybe we'll try that.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it. Doesn't feel funny. It feels sad. It feels awkward. It feels ashamed. That's what it feels like.
Hey, Kathy also does metalworking.
Oh my gosh.
And she works with leather.
And she bakes. This woman can do anything.
I don't know what she doesn't do, really.
Yeah, Ronald is the luckiest man in the world.
IKEA's, though, is like a quarter of the price, Terry.
That's true. It is true.
Or less.
Yeah. So,
and you know what? Tupperware in Mexico is not my favorite because I sold Tupperware here for a little bit before we left. So I had a whole bunch of Tupperware. And it because of the humidity
and the heat.
And the heat. Yeah, the heat and the humidity, it just gets sticky and it's hard to clean, and so we've really faded away from Tupperware for us personally. We've
gone to glass for a lot of things. Mason jars, that kind of stuff, because just the glass works well. And the things on the top, the metal things, they do rust every once in a while.
From the mason jars.
Yeah, from the mason jars.
That's another thing I want to find are some more plastic lids.
Yeah, the BPA free, blah, blah, blah.
Why blah, blah, blah?
Blah, blah, blah. Because it's Tupperware. It's glass stuff. I'm a guy. Now, if we're talking about fishing or hunting.
He doesn't really know much for that either.
I don't know much, but I like to talk about it. But not for children, yes. The Tupperware, too, was interesting. Well, on the side of our Suburban, the older Suburban that we had these epoxy emblems.
That had, like, the XL or whatever that's the type of Suburban it was.
One day,
it's
the epoxy gave up, and it started to just melt down the side of the truck on both sides. Yeah, it was so weird. It was like it just gave up at exactly the same time.
And it literally melted. Like it was wild.
It was so weird. It did not have any hardness at all anymore, and you could take a stick and play with it. So yeah, that was crazy because the sun there is crazy in Mexico. The sun and the heat and the salt water, everything together is crazy. It's nuts.
not the only thing.
Yeah, we're kind of nuts too.
Nope, not me.
So we're going to sort out our vehicle
Good morning,
problem.
David, and congratulations on little Charlie. What an adorable baby.
Oh my gosh, adorable.
What and our friends Dave and Deb Smitty Dave Smitty and Deb from Mexico. They're his grandson. I think they're here in Calgary, if I'm not mistaken.
Why do you keep looking outside?
I'm just trying to see if the sun's ever going to come out again.
It's not going to come out ever again.
I see movement, so I think there's something out there, but it's just the trees. The trees are blowing. My mom's got a bunch.
It's a bear in the forest.
It could be a moose, though.
So the sump pumps have been working nonstop since yesterday early. So
since we got here.
Yeah, it's true.
They've been going.
And they say in the 20 years they've lived here, this is the wettest it's ever been.
They had lots of snow, and then there's been rain, and
it's the only thing that's different is we're here. So we apologize for bringing this weather. Well,
but we weren't here all winter.
No, but you kind of bring bad weather wherever you go.
It's not true.
It might be. So I think we're done for today.
It's nasty in BC, and I'm not there.
You destroyed Canada.
Wow, no, that was Trudeau.
That's true.
Both of them.
Yeah, it's kind of true. But there are people that love them. So I think we're done. So let's spend our next 15 minutes saying goodbye because we're Canadian. And that's what we do.
Terry was quick. She's just right by.
Yes.
And Smitty said, they're in Calgary.
So I think we're done. We are going to say goodbye. Happy Monday. I'm going to do a market report on what's going on in Vallarta. What else we're going to do? I think we're going to figure out some stuff. I think we want to get dropped off in Edmonton.
We'll see. But there's other things that have to happen, babe. Car picked up and stuff.
I have been in a basement for 2 weeks.
We've been out for the last 2 days. So just, I don't feel sorry for him at all. And we're going out tonight again.
Yeah.
You don't need IKEA today.
Thanks, Monica. She is on fire today. Nobody put her out. Just let her burn.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but you were being a big baby, and I've had enough.
Oh, whatever. I'm not.
And you got this little fuzz. I got to shave your ears.
Yeah. She does.
Not really.
I hate getting older. Hair grows in different places. It's odd. So yes, Jeff, have a great day.
Everybody's saying goodbye, and you're still talking.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining us this morning, you guys. Bye.
Yeah, and just remember, be kind to one another.
And touch your husband's face.
No, she touched